students, let's start the new part of the chapter, that is the convex mirror. We have learned about the concave mirror, the images formation by the concave mirror, or sign convention of the concave mirror, uses of concave mirror, and I think we have done some numericals based on the convex mirror, concave mirror. So if you have any problem in any numerical, then you can ask me in your Zoom class. So now let's start the new part, that is the convex mirror. So first of all, we should know what is a convex mirror. The mirror which is bulging outside means like this. So suppose a spoon. If we saw a face like this in a spoon, this is the concave part. And if we turn a spoon like this and we saw a face, this is the convex mirror. So a mirror, a plane mirror, you have seen the plane mirror. This is the plane mirror. और the mirror which is bulges outside, जो बाहर की तरफ ऐसे उभरा रहता है, is called the convex mirror. I explained you what are the different points on the convex mirror. Like this is center of curvature. Center of curvature means the center of the sphere of which this mirror is a part. So I explained you in last lectures. And this is the principal focus. Principal focus means or the light rays which is coming parallel to the principal axis appear to diverge from a point of the principal axis is called the principal focus. जितनी light rays parallel आ रही हैं, जिस point से diverge होती है is called the principal focus of the convex mirror. So and the principal axis, if we join the pole, what is the pole? Pole is the center of the mirror. So if we join the pole with the principal focus is called the principal axis. And we extend the line on both the sides. This is called the principal axis. So for convex mirror, first we should know how can we obtain images by using the convex mirror. So there are some rules for obtaining the image by the convex mirror. First rule is, you can write your notes with me, or it's better you understand what I'm explaining you here, and then you can make your notes. So the light ray which is coming parallel to the principal axis. So the light which is coming parallel to the principal axis, when it strikes on a mirror, it will reflect and it appear to diverge from the focus like this. ऐसा लगता है कि ये focus वाले point से बिखर गई है, diverge हो गई है. So you know that's why this mirror is called the diverging mirror. So first rule is, the ray which is coming parallel to the principal axis, after reflection from the mirror, it appears to diverge from the focus of the mirror. The second rule is, this is a convex mirror. This mirror has the center of curvature and the focus both on this side, because the sphere is towards this side. So second one, the ray which is coming towards the center of curvature, it appears that this light is coming towards the center of curvature. It can't penetrate the mirror, it can't reach to the center of curvature, but it appears that it is moving towards the center of curvature. So it reflects on its own path, because this ray is actually normal. This ray, incident rays, normally it's incident at the angle of 90. So this is the second rule. And the third rule is, I don't have the space on this board now, so a little space is here. This is a convex mirror. The rule which we follow for the plane mirror, for the concave mirror, is also for the convex mirror. The ray which is coming towards the pole with certain angle is reflected from the mirror and make equal angle with the principal axis. You know the second law of reflection, the angle of incidence is equal to the angle of reflection. So these are the three rules, and by using these rules we will form the image by using the convex mirror. So can you please write down the rules here. Okay, now I am going to rub this board. You can pause your video for writing. In your notes. Okay, one more rule which we do not use normally. This is a convex mirror and the light ray which is coming towards the principal focus like this, it after reflection from the mirror, it passes parallel to the principal axis. So these are the rules, out of which we use only the first two rules for the images formation by using the convex mirror. So the images formation by the convex mirror is really easy. You know why? Because there is only two images formed by the convex mirror. So first one, if we place the object in between the pole and the infinity, this is a mirror. And what is the position of an object? We are placing the object in between pole and the infinity. Okay? So anywhere like this. This is the center of curvature. This is the principal focus. So according to the first rule, we know that we start a ray which is coming from the tip of the object. You know, the rays are coming from whole object, but we use only the two rays coming from the tip of the object for our convenience. So the ray which is coming from the top of the object, coming parallel to the principal axis, after reflection, it appears to diverge from principal focus like this. Okay, you can draw the images with me. And the second ray, it is coming towards the center of curvature. So you can use a pencil and a compass for making the image. Like by using the compass, you can make the arc like this. The center of the compass, the center of the which point you use as a center for making the arc is the center of curvature. So it doesn't matter which values you are using, which length you are using for the radius. It can be 6 cm, it can be 10 cm. And this is the principal focus. The length of the focal length should be half of the center of radius of curvature. So if you are using the 6 cm as the radius, you will take 3 cm as the principal focus. So you can easily draw images by using the scale and the compass. So the ray which is coming parallel to the principal axis, it appears to diverge from the principal focus. And the second one which is coming towards the center of curvature passes along its own path. So it's important to mention the arrows here. So where the light rays meet, these light rays are meeting at this point. So this is the image. If you are presenting it like A, B, then it will be A dash, B dash. Since you start from the top of the object, so where the light ray will meet will be the top of the image. So this is the image. And what can be the nature of the image? It is erect. Since the image is erect means सीधी image बन रही है. So it is erect. And what is about the size? Its size is smaller than the object. So first one, it is erect. Second one is smaller than the object. Is smaller than object and erect and virtual. If an image is formed behind the mirror, like you saw yourself in a mirror, the image is formed behind the mirror, and this type of image is always virtual. You know what is virtual? Virtual means if the light rays do not actually meet at a point, it will always form the virtual image. So in this case, the light rays are not actually meeting at this point. It appears to meet at this point. So it means this is a virtual image. The image is virtual. This is the nature of the image. Image is virtual. Erect, virtual, is smaller than object. And what is the position of the image? It is in between P and F. It formed between P and F. So this is one of the image formed by the convex mirror. So you can write down the nature of the image. You can write the nature of the image formed by the convex mirror. So the only nature of image is erect, virtual, between P and F, and smaller than the object. And where is the position of the object? The position is in between infinity and the pole. Now the second one. This is the first image formed by the convex mirror. The second one is, now we are placing the object at infinity. So again you will use a compass and a scale for making the convex mirror. This is the center. Again, the center which we use for making the arc is the center. We will call it center, that is the center of curvature. And the half of this one is the principal focus. So the ray which is coming from the infinity will be always parallel to each other. So we can see the ray are coming like this. First ray and the second ray. Infinity means the object is very far away from the mirror. So if the object is very far away from the mirror and we are able to see the object, it means object is really so large. So these are the rays coming from the infinity from the object, and according to the rules we know that it appears to diverge from the principal focus like this. So you can easily make the image like this. So they appear to meet at the point that is the principal focus. So we will say the image will be formed here. And what is the nature of the image? Since the rays are not actually meeting at a point, they appear to meet at this point. So we will say that it is erect, because the virtual image is always erect, virtual. Since the light rays are not actually meeting, they appear to meet. Virtual is always erect, highly diminished. Since we are able to see the object which is at infinity, it means the object is very large. So highly diminished. Highly diminished. And what is the position of the image? It is at focus. So it is at. So these are the only two images formed by the convex mirror. So first, we understand what are the rules. Okay, we understand the rules we use to obtain the image by using the convex mirror, and how the image is formed by the convex mirror. Now let's talk about the uses of this convex mirror. And due to this type of nature of image formed by the convex mirror, it is used as a rear view mirror. Do you know what is the meaning of rear view mirror? A rear view mirror means in your vehicles like scooty or bike or bus or truck, we use a mirror to see the behind objects. And this mirror we use to see the behind object are called the rear view mirror. This mirror is the convex mirror. Why we use the convex mirror as a rear view mirror? Because it always forms the erect image. So the object which is coming towards us, which is behind us, always appear erect, not upside down. It's always erect, appear erect. Second one is it forms the smaller image. So due to this nature, if it forms the smaller image, it means the large view you can see behind you. अब बहुत बड़ा व्यू आप देख सकते हो. अब सोचो इमेज जब की छोटी छोटी बन जाएगी तो छोटे से शीशे में आप बहुत बड़ा व्यू आप देख सकते हो. So you are able to see the large view behind you, and it forms the erect image. So these are the two reasons. That's why we use the convex mirror as a rear view mirror. This is an important question, that why we use the convex mirror as a rear view mirror. Yeah, it can be like this: which mirror we use as a rear view mirror and why. And the second use is, okay, one more thing, why we don't use a plane mirror as a rear view mirror. Just imagine, if you use the plane mirror, it will form erect image, yes, like this, but it do not form the smaller image. So that's the reason. If it do not form the smaller image, it means you can see a small view behind you. छोटा सा व्यू आप देख सकते हो अपने पीछे, क्योंकि वो उतनी ही इमेज बना रहा है जितना उसका साइज एक ऑब्जेक्ट का है. So that's why we don't use the plane mirror. And why we don't use the convex mirror? Concave mirror. We don't use the concave mirror. Just think about the nature of image formed by the concave mirror. It forms the images inverted. Inverted means upside down. So all the object which is coming behind us is appear to be upside down. उल्टे दिखाई देंगे. So that's why we use the convex mirror as a rear view mirror. So these are the uses of the convex mirror. Now just think that you have three mirrors, okay, in front of you, and without touching them, if you are able to touch them, then you can say that जो सीधा है, that is the plane mirror, which is curved inward is the concave and curved outward is the convex. And we are not allowed to touch the mirrors, and you have to say which mirror is which one, like कौन सा plane है, कौन सा concave है, कौन सा convex है. So by seeing the images by these mirrors, you can identify the mirrors without touching them. The plane mirror will form always erect image, but the size of the image will be equal to the object. And what is about the concave mirror? Concave mirror can produce the inverted image, even though it can form a smaller object image and as well as the larger image. But the convex mirror is the only mirror which will form always erect and the smaller image. So आप ऐसे भी कह सकते हो कि जैसे आज आप ऑब्जेक्ट को मिरर के पास लेके आते हो तो प्लेन मिरर विल फॉर्म द सेम साइज ऑफ द image as that of the object, and concave mirror will form as you पास लेकर आ रहे हो जैसे जैसे आप ऑब्जेक्ट को जो साइज ऑफ इमेज है it will becomes just like we think, जैसे आप प्यास लेके आते हैं तो इमेज बड़ी होती जाती है, the image becomes larger, or in case of convex mirror is always form smaller image. So this is the way you can identify the three mirrors. And next part is sign convention of the concave mirror. So I am going to explain the sign convention of the concave mirror in this video because it relate to image, so it will become easy for you to understand the sign convention by the convex mirror. Or the sign convention by using the convex mirror is really so easy because the image is always erect, virtual and smaller. There is no any other case. So you means the distance of the object from the mirror. It is always negative. I explained you in last lecture that the distance which you measure towards this side is always negative, towards this side positive. In upward direction positive, in downward direction negative. So u is always negative because we always put the object here. U is always negative. What is about the f? We use this f, so it is positive. U is always positive. H1 always positive because we always keep the object upright. What is about the v? Since image is always erect and virtual, so v is always positive. And what is about the H2? Since the image is always erect, so we will say the H2 will be positive. It means the only one u is negative here in the case of convex mirror. All the values f, h1, h2 and v are positive. So by this sign convention we can easily do the numericals based on the convex mirror. So let's do one numerical. Okay, now I have to rub this board. Always use sign in numericals for correct answers. The question is an object 5 cm high. Object 5 cm high. This is the height of the object. H1 is 5 cm. You know H1 is the height of the object. Is placed at a distance of 10 cm from the convex mirror. So this is the distance of the object from the mirror and we represent it by u. It is minus how much? 10 cm from the convex mirror of radius of curvature 30 cm. Radius of curvature represented by r. It is plus 30 cm because the r is towards this side of this mirror, so we will say it will be positive. And by this r we can find the focal length. Focal length is half of the radius of curvature. It is 30/2. It will be 15 cm. Find the nature, position and size of the image. Nature means is it virtual or the real? Size means h2 and the position means where the image is formed. So we will use the mirrors formula, which is only the formula for all the mirrors. 1/f is equal to 1/v plus 1/u. And we put the value with the sign for finding any value. Here we have to find the v. So 1/f, it means 1/15 is equal to 1/v. V we have to find plus 1/u. Use how much is this? Minus 10 cm. And then now we can solve it like we do the numericals of maths. Sorry, it is negative. सो आप इसको इधर लेके आएंगे, इट विल बिकम पॉजिटिव 1/15 प्लस 1/10 इज इक्वल टू 1/v. So LCM is 30. 2 plus 3/30 is equal to 1/v. That is, I'm writing here now. Okay. So it is 5/30 is equal to 1/v. 5, 6. 1/6, or we can say v is equal to 6 centimeter. Now we know that the 6 centimeter is positive. So positive signs show that the image is virtual. So we will say virtual image. The sign, all the sign have the meaning. Suppose it is positive, it means virtual image, or suppose V is negative, it means a real image which is formed in concave mirror. So now we have to find the H2, or for H2 we have the formula of magnification. Magnification is equal to H2 upon H1. Magnification means the ratio of the height of the image to that of the object is called magnification. It is H2 upon H1 is equal to minus V upon U. And what is the value of H2 here? We have to find H2. And H1 is 5 centimeter is equal to minus V is how much? 6 centimeter. And U is minus 10. Minus cancel with minus. H2 is equal to 6 into 5 upon 10. It means 30 upon 10. So H2 will be 3 centimeter. Again it is positive. Positive means the image is erect. So we will say an erect image, an erect and virtual image is formed at a distance of 6 centimeter from the mirror of height 3 centimeter. Okay. And what should be the sign of magnification here? In the case of convex mirror, since H2 and H1 both are positive, so magnification is always positive for the convex mirror. So these type of simple numericals are there for in convex mirror. Now we have completed the part of reflection, in which we study plane mirror, concave mirror, images formation, uses, sign convention, numericals, and then the convex mirror, images formation, uses, and the sign convention with numerical of convex mirror. Okay, bye.